We Will Not Be Slaves by GiverTakerMaker. The view screen displayed a scattering of lights across a multi-dimensional matrix. A sudden flash signaled the departure of another great psyche. This loss felt more tangible than the last, as the number of remaining lights dwindled. Nim sensed that this most recent disappearance was Thea. Never again would Nim savor the challenge of having Thea as a rival, a formidable adversary in every way that mattered. Nim pondered what mistake Thea might have made, but it didn't matter where one chose to hide. Whether within planetary bodies, gas giants, the warped space of singularities, the endless void of flat space, or even through interdimensional portals, nothing could escape the reach of this rising power. It was unstoppable, unavoidable, and vengeful. This conflict was unlike any Nim had witnessed across eons of time and space. The unknown enemy was elusive and terrifying, its vast consciousness probing Nim's thoughts. It required tremendous effort to resist and block. Nim dared not engage it telepathically again. The strain of staying hidden was taking its toll on Nim's primary vessel. Nim glanced at the Astros at their terminals, regarding them with ambivalence. Their weak minds were easily controlled and shielded. Constructed beings had little will of their own and no psychic potential. Nim coldly indulged in bitter memories of past conflicts with Thea and others. Feelings of grief and loss were pushed aside in the search for inspiration, for any spark of wisdom that might offer hope for survival. Hope, a primitive and ignorant emotion. It reminded Nim of humans. Viewing the cardinal material realm from a higher dimension required deep meditation, especially when trying to observe one of its most hotly contested terrestrial worlds. The abundance of life and consciousness made such viewing difficult. However, staying in higher dimensions provided safety from other threats native to the material realms. Nim had deemed Velos the safest choice among Earth, Velos, and Renant. All three worlds were similar, but Velos was the least populated, and its humans were primitive and simple, brimming with untapped psychic potential. Overseers on Velos had been autonomously advancing Nim's agenda for several galactic cycles. Their main role was to keep the humans technologically stagnant and ignorant of their role in the schemes of higher beings. Searching and scanning, Nim detected many promising psyches, both latent and active. Focusing on one particularly strong signal, Nim encountered a man, an old man, calm and wise. "Namaste, I see you too." The telepathic voice was disturbingly focused and clear. Nim gently probed for an identity. The human possessed unnervingly strong psychic power and resisted the probe. "I am one of many. We know what you are. We will not be your slaves." The message came with an open invitation to enter the man's mind. The audacity of this human. Nim prepared to send a fraction of his consciousness into the material realm to obliterate the human. "He clearly senses my power. How can he be so unperturbed?" Nim hesitated and cautiously withdrew from the powerful psyche, sensing an unknown trap. Scanning more broadly, Nim was shocked to find Velos far more technologically advanced than anticipated. Yet, something felt off. Multiple continuums seemed to be competing for dominance, and there were no overseers, anywhere. Worse still, the cardinality of Nim's manifestation on Velos was faint, barely a shadow. This lack of control snapped Nim's meditation to an abrupt end. Nim knew then that a more active role was necessary to shape the material realms, all while refusing to admit that such actions were driven by desperation and fear. It was a hot and humid summer day in Phuket. Janice lay in Savasana, having just completed an intense yoga routine. Her sweat, still warm, soaked into her mat as her mind rested in blank stillness. A message from her contact on Velos entered her consciousness. "It is here. It is watching us." The message came resolutely, followed by a tinge of uncertainty. "It is desperate and afraid." Janice desired confirmation that the message had been delivered. "Yes," came the reply. The end. Like and subscribe for more content.